throwing shots at Jermell Charlo, so maybe building up a fight. But let's go.
Calling you out a while back. Your old stablemate here in Texas. I saw you guys go at it many times. What'd you think about that?
I mean, Canelo gone, Terrence gone, so who else is gonna get a big payday from? That's the only reason I me out, because everybody know how to farm, man. His coach everything know how to farm, man. Everybody who's in the gym know how to farm, man. So, hey, man, he wants some money.
So apparently he said his coach Derek James knew how to sparring with. So apparently Jermell still with Derek. I don't know. Said that he was leaving him. Who knows, right? I just caught that little part, but he said he need a payday. Errol gone, somebody else who's gone, Terrence gone, or he need a payday. I mean, shit, you do too, nigga. I mean, we all need a payday. You know what I mean? So, I mean, sparring is sparring, and that was what? It's about almost a fucking decade ago. Y'all in two different places in y'all career. And that's the crazy thing about it in boxing. You can wait to fight the guy at the right time for your benefit. And historically, the record just say, hey, you beat Muhammad Ali. Not that you beat the old ass Muhammad Ali. That, it just say you beat Muhammad Ali, when he was older. And that's the way the game goes. In my opinion, Charlo seemed to have a better faculties right now. And then again, when you fighting, I feel like when you fighting and Jermell trying to learn Derek James style, that's also something different too, bro, because he trying to master style, which honestly, Charlo had all the ability to do what Terrence Crawford can do physically. Bang, fight. The only problem he really had historically that Charlo really had was going push backwards. He struggled with pressure fighters, so that's why he pretty much joined Derek James to really get on the front foot. But at some point, Floyd told Devin this, at some point, a motherfucker just gonna close the gap on you and you gotta fight him. But not don't fight everybody. Because once you in a fight, it's hard to go back to boxing. It's hard to box. When a street fight break out in the boxing, it's hard to go back to boxing. It's hard. So if a street fight gonna break out in the fight, you want to have enough rounds banked where, okay, I can bang with this. That's why you see like the last round and the motherfucker be running 10-1. And then it ain't that he really trying to go for the knockout. He just banging with him, right? He like, okay, I'll bang with you. Got this shit in my hair. I bang with you right now. I bang with you right now. I ain't got shit to lose. Your power gone. You tired. So I bang with you. Because once you bang with somebody in a fight, it's hard to go back to boxing. So, from Charlo's standpoint of view, he just always had problems with pressure, just bagging up. He always had problems with that. Derek got him more on the front foot, but then again, he went to Castanos and got put on the. He to me, if he can just deal with how to really fight calm under pressure. To me, he was one of the most complete fighters I seen him beat motherfuckers, weren't down on people, beat their ass. I seen him outbox people, pivot, side to side, box. I mean, Jermell nice as fuck. But I just think he never really mastered mashing all styles. He never really mastered the back foot. Just not back foot, but just being pressured. When the pressure started coming, he kind of started like franticking and panicking a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if he ever really figured out to master that, and a lot of times it's just a jab, bro, and just picking your shots. A jab will stop a motherfucker coming in. A lot of these motherfuckers be aiming for the head, but if you jab a bitch in the chest, a lot of times you're going to hit that chin regardless. And that chest shot going to really put them in a position that you want to put them in. People don't be knowing about the chest shots and the body shots or the little shots to the rib or to the heart. That slow motherfucker down. Shots on the shoulder. Remember Roy Jones jabbed the nigga's shoulder where it was disabled, bro. People forget about those type of things, but honestly, dog, like, what Errol gonna do? I mean, we're hearing Tim Tszyu. Errol then popped up at number 2 in the WBO. I ain't see it. I heard it. Or Tim Tszyu popped up at number 2 in the WBO. So, I mean, honestly, if I had to pick, man, I'm picking Jermell. Everything is even. Stevens there in their prime. Probably go with Earl. Probably go with Earl. But we ain't seen Earl. We ain't seen him. I think Tim Tszyu was, I don't even consider that fucking a tune-up to keep it a bean. Like, if I was Earl, I'd do like a little local tour. I'd probably fight about 4 times in 3 months. I'd just be fighting like local guys, you know. Local, but like I said, it's hard to do something that you probably don't love and do it for low money or no money. It's hard for niggas to really understand, take 20, 30 steps back so you could take 130 steps forward. That just don't, a lot of times it's not rational to people. It don't make sense, but it makes sense. You know, but you know, like I said before, I think for him, the smartest thing to do would do I go over to Europe, Australia, get paid, fight some of their lower level fighters. And then, you know, my last trip, I fight Tim Tszyu. That's what I'd do if I was him. I'd do a European tour. I go to Australia, fight some of their lower level contender guys, just get a rhythm going. Get away from the family a little bit, you know, get my, you know, I'm able to break in my new culture. I'm gonna speak on in a minute, break them in, our relationship in. And I want to be over there maybe 6 months. Maybe the first 3 fighters, I'm just knocking them off in 30, 60-day period. And I'll take about, you know, another 3 months to get ready for Tszyu. Sometimes you got to do shit like that. But when you paid and in the shade sipping lemonade and your feet up in the air like he is now, like, bro, he don't have to do this. And that's the thing about it. Like, that's a good thing that, I don't have to do it. Hopefully he don't have to do it. I don't feel like he needs to do it. But the other thing about it is, honestly, man, you do want a little bit of, you know, I ain't want to go out like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want this back. I want to get a title back. But if I was talking to him and they can say, well, Trey, so we sparring and he look good, that's different. If I was him, I'd go fight a few of them low-level Australian guys, 3 of them. And then the 4th fight over there, I accumulate that with a Tim Tszyu fight. That's my opinion. Tour knock off the rust. You know, Australia probably pay him a good amount of money to come over there, clean up for a minute, be a good fight. But, you know, when he get hit in a real fight, when he be in 10s now, at 154, they go to 10 in 10s, we'll see. He took all that time off, and that might have been the best thing for him, to take the time off, be a family man, get the body in shape, drink water. You know, now you think that break didn't do George Foreman some good after the Ali loss? You got to remember, he fought 4 motherfuckers in one night. People forget that. We fought 4 or 5 people in one night. They rotated them motherfuckers in the ring. Yeah, go look it up. After he lost to Ali, he fought like 4 or 5 people, 3, 4, 5 people in one night. He knocked out one. They brought the next one in. Bing, pop, boom, bing, pop, bing, bam. He brought the next one in. Boom, pop, pop, boom, pop. Brought the next one in. Real shit. Go look it up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying Errol need to do no shit like that. Not saying that. But yeah. But then, you know, he figured he didn't have it. Took a long break off. That money got low at the church. He had to go do what he had to do. But my point is this, that break did Foreman some good. It was able for him to kind of make peace with everything that happened. But then when he needed to, it was that money problem was able to have him to heal his boxing demons, bro. And I think Errol, I'm not saying he got boxing demons, but damn, it's like when we seen what Crawford did to Canelo, we like, okay, nigga, you went up against Supernova, bro. Like, you went up against the Phoenix. Like, my bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I think Errol coming back is good for boxing. I think he could be the modern day kind of like, I want to say George Foreman, but something like that. Take a break and come back. I think he can do that. Still not old like Pacquiao, but still young enough. And his ability to come back and be successful, let's just say get a title, or regardless who Xander Zayas or whoever's from, I think that make him a Hall of Famer off of that, his ability to come back. So I want to see him come back. I want to see him come back. You know, and if Jermell Charlo standing in the way, fuck it. His documentary gonna be fire. I had to put down Charlo, you know, put down Tim Tszyu, put down, you know, one loss don't define you. this loss is gonna make him greater than he could have been probably with a win. And so by today's state, Crawford is, I mean, greater as a man. He'll be able to show his son, his daughters, and niggas in Dallas and everywhere like that. And everybody just see the winning. It's the winning. It's the winning. It's the winning. It's the winning. But man, when you lose, everybody lose. You know, everybody lose. How you gonna bounce back? And if he able to bounce back, you know what I'm saying? He a Hall of Famer. He a hood hero. You know, so I want to see him. I want to see him do it because we don't have nobody else doing it like that. So just really for him, how would a body respond? You know, that's it. How would he be able to take a punch? You know, him hitting the pass ain't look good, but you know, who knows? He could have did 15 miles running, and you know, that's just him. It ain't really much. So how them shots coming off, how them legs feeling? You know, somebody can look good in the gym, but not really be strong or be Baker Olivia. So just getting that rhythm back and getting with the right coach. I heard he was down there with Buddy McGurk for a minute in Florida. Then he was up there with Bradman, training with Bradman. I think both is great. I think for a safety, Buddy McGurk is good, but also Buddy throw that towel in so fast. I mean, that's one thing he got to consider dealing with Buddy. Buddy McGurk care about his fighter. Buddy McGurk is a hell of a fighter too. He care about his fighters. So you deal with Buddy McGurk and he know your situation. You get in a little trouble. Buddy might throw that towel in. You know what I'm saying? Bradman might just hold off a little bit. You feel me? Bradman ain't, you know, but Buddy's a good coach. He care about the fighters. He gonna teach you the technical part of it. And you know, Bradman the same thing. You know, I love Bradman. I love Buddy McGurk. We'll see, man. You know, and if you really coming back for a summer fight, I mean, the weather in Philly about to break anyway. You know what I'm saying? The weather in Philly, but the thing about Philly, I think it fit its identity a lot better. The toughness, the grittiness, all those guys. You're going to have 20 different eyes that's going to tell you 20 different things you're doing right, you're doing wrong. 20 different perspectives. So Philly they just got a really great eye for boxing up there. Damn near the boxing capital of the world, to be honest with you. So thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the link in the description, the first link, the link tree. People ask me how I joined the Patreon. The link tree, hit the first link in the description, click it, take it wherever I'm doing content, X, Facebook, Instagram, Patreon, the whole nine. Peace.